Good morning, Modern Steaders. Morning, chickens. Moose, ready for breakfast? Morning, girls. You ready for breakfast? Oh, I see you finally finished off all your lettuce. You ready? It's right back there. Morning. Feels like the ocean weather today.
Yeah.
It's sticky and warm.
I thought it was perfect right now. If it would just stay like this. Getting low.
I need some more grain. Doesn't automatically refill itself.
Yeah. I think it does. Oh, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Well, good morning. Just how you're supposed to do it. I'll get my fingers. There you go. Let's go.
Good morning, girls. Who's gonna be at the door? Hope, you're peeing? Nora, Ivy, good morning. Hope, you're supposed to hold your pee till you get outside. Yeah. Good morning, Maggie. I'm telling you, I think Ivy is Hope's little buddy. There you go. Hope. That wasn't nice. Come on in. Yeah. You're done, Willow.
Oh yeah, you want to eat? There you go.
It's gonna be a noisy morning on the homestead.
And it's not because of goats?
Not because of goats. That's right.
You ready?
Good morning, ladies. What do you think of all the noise? You like it? Ready? Morning, boys. You gonna finish your clearing job today? Huh? Finish eating all that brush out here? And then we can move you tomorrow, the next day. They're getting it eaten down pretty good over here. We're so close to being able to move them. That's what it looked like just the other day. It's a noisy morning here, huh, Buttercup? I've never done much with solar power, but I want to start learning more and more about it. This is my first real attempt with solar power. We've done the little solar energizers and stuff here and there around the farm, but we got this big panel, we got it powering a battery that feeds the electric energizer for our fence, but we're also going to be running power off of this to run to the greenhouse. But we don't have a charge controller, so right now I'll plug the battery in for a day and then I'll leave it unplugged. When it drains, I'll plug it back in. So what I got here is a solar charge controller. We're going to mount it here, and what this does is it takes the power from the solar panel, goes into this little box, and then it runs it to the battery and then back out to what you're powering. So when your battery is full, it'll shut it off, because if you don't have this, it'll overcharge your battery and ruin your battery. So I want to take my battery out for now so we can work in here. There we go. I figure this is a perfect little project to start learning solar on. All right, so let's move this over some. This solar charge controller also has a couple of USB ports. And then we'll get this installed right here. All right. The beehives are right here and they're pretty active. Hopefully we don't get stung while we're working on our solar. So I learn by doing. If I'm doing something wrong, leave it in the comments down below, and then that way I'll know for next time. That's why, for me, it's a perfect project to learn on. Okay, let's get this wire routed here. Bam. And then we'll clean off our casing. This is a nice heavy duty wire. This solar panel's from Premier One, where I got the electric fence and the base. So we need to get our solar panel power here, then go to our battery here, and then whatever else we're powering before. I went from the solar panel to the battery, from the battery to the energizer. And what that'll do is it'll end up frying your battery, because it's just constantly charging it, and then it'll overcharge it and kill it. I know we just put it on there, but we'll take it off so we can see it better, and that way I can show you guys what we're doing. This is a really inexpensive solar charge controller, just to get our feet wet and dabble in it. Let's tighten it up. So now, right now, just from having that solar panel hooked up, it's showing us that we're getting 20 volts and that we're missing our battery. So we need to install that next, but that's pretty wild. All right, so let's get the positive and the negative in. All right, let's hook this up to the battery and see what we get for readings now. So we got 12.8 volts to the battery. Battery is charged. All right, let me get this charge controller back in place. All right, let's put our power leads back up to the battery so it'll charge it. You want these leads as short as possible. For the fence energizer, I'm going to hook it up to our battery also. And I'll get this slid back in place. Let's plug our energizer back in. Now for the next week or so, I'm going to be keeping an eye on this, making sure it's operating the way I want it to operate. As long as all that's going good, we'll hook up our greenhouse to it. We need to get a blower motor installed on our greenhouse. We have 2 layers of greenhouse plastic. We need to inflate the 2 layers. This will give it more of an insulating value so we can grow longer throughout the winter time. Right now it seems to be working the way it's supposed to be working. If you guys have any suggestions or recommendations, leave them in the comments down below. By no means am I the solar expert. You ladies have really been getting the pea harvest this year.
Yeah. Trying to make sure to check them because they come up all of a sudden.
It is crazy how fast.
And you're like, where was this one? And that was almost like past.
Right.
Look, and this one, it broke off, but look, it healed itself. And it has like, peas in it. Like that. And then look, there's like a baby one, but it has like a full-size pea.
Crazy. Look at this one. That's gonna have some big old peas in it.
Yeah, that one's almost like getting to that stage. There's some, look at this pea.
Yeah, it looks like a bean.
That's a nice pea.
I can't open mine. Oh, look at how big my peas are. Hold on, you can't put yours in yet.
Oh, you do have big peas.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
You ready to see it?
I'm ready to see your cucumber. Look at that. It's the biggest one so far. Nice.
So, something's happening. And I did see a bee, but it wasn't our bee.
It wasn't one of
like
our
a bumblebee.
bees. Gina's been in here hand pollinating some of the cucumbers, and we gotta trim back the zucchinis and summer squash so we can get in there. And
Yeah, I tried to, but it's too bushy and
now you should be able to get in there and hand pollinate the zucchini flowers and summer squash flowers. Our tomatoes are going crazy, but the cucumbers and zucchini and summer squash that need pollinators to pollinate aren't doing as well, so we got to get in here and hand pollinate. Let's stick these in the compost pile. So Gina's finding the male flowers, putting some pollen on her paintbrush, and then getting in the female flower and
if I can
pollinating that.
see, some bugs in there. So I got some pollen.
That's some pollen from a male flower.
Okay.
And what happens if they don't get pollinated enough? They start to grow like this one right here, and then they rot. And that's because they weren't pollinated enough. And that's what's happening right now, is we're losing a lot of the zucchinis because they're not getting pollinated enough. So we got a few right here, this one and this one that are doing really good, and this one. Did you ever think you'd be using zucchini pollen to paint with?
No.
Even though we have our beehives right here, the bees are not coming in the greenhouse. The chamomile's starting to bring some bees in. That is a good sign. Now you need to go visit the zucchini and the summer squash. Oh yeah, we got a chamomile growing up right there. I wonder if we planted more chamomile in between the zucchinis and summer squash next year, if it would help bring in pollinators. It decided to rain out. And we got blue sky right there, so hopefully it won't last too long. We have a pork chop and some leftover steak from dinner this week, and we're trying to think about what to do with it. And I was like, it's a good night for Mexican. We're gonna make some fajitas with it. So I'm gonna get my marinade going for the meat.
Wait, is it gonna be spicy?
No.
Okay.
It's gonna be flavorful, but not spicy.
Flavorful's fine. Spicy, we don't do.
I say we're not spicy people. I got a 1/4 of a cup of avocado oil. I'm gonna need a teaspoon of sugar. We need a 1/4 of a teaspoon of cumin. Oh, it smells good. I got 1/8 of a teaspoon right here. So I'm gonna go 1, 2. It calls for fresh garlic, but we broke our garlic press the other day. So I'm gonna use garlic powder.
But do you want to chop it up by hand?
Nah, it doesn't come out as fine.
Okay.
So we'll use powder.
Maybe it will come in.
I was hoping it was going to. So I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons garlic powder.
My favorite tool, and you broke it.
I know, I did.
But we're getting another one, so it'll be alright. It's not here, so.
I'm gonna do 1.5 teaspoons of paprika. 1 teaspoon of onion powder. And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We're using Redmond's salt. Give it a good stir.
You smell fine?
Yeah, I'm just gonna actually put a little bit more cumin in there.
Just enough.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna cover it and put it in the refrigerator for at least a half an hour. I'm glad that rain stopped.
Right?
That would not have been fun doing chores in that.
It was coming down hard.
Sure was. There goes Moose. I guess the goats don't want to come out after it rained now.
Kind of wet out.
Grass is wet. You hungry, Moose? There's always one straggler. Come on. There you go. How many eggs? 12. How many?
11. How many do you think?
Look at all them pea pods for the goats. I say 13.
13.
How many are you thinking? The broody hens must still be in here. Yep. 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, 11, 13.
Who said that?
I said it.
13 you said?
13.
I think I said 13.
No, you said 12.
Think the chickens will eat those?
Yeah. Why not?
I wonder where Pharaoh was staying during the rain because it's all wet.
The goats can only have a couple.
Buttercup, you want a treat? We know you like them.
We know you want a treat.
Come on.
Come so you don't have to get wet feet.
Come here, Maggie.
You don't even, you're like Tanner, you don't even chew hardly.
She loves the pea pods.
She does anything. You just want to eat, eat, eat. You want to try some? Hope?
Maggie, come on.
Hope.
Ivy.
Hope.
Little please. Come on, Maggie.
Hope does not like treats. Couple more days, Hope. You'll be getting ultrasound. I don't know. I gotta find out. I'm not sure. You have me stumped. 1 minute I think you're pregnant, and then 1 minute I don't. Buttercup.
Willow.
Hi, baby.
You want one? There you go. Whoa, you gotta chew. Chew. Willow, you want one now? Willow, you're never picky. Ow, you can't be on my feet. You want one?
You boys liking the pea pods today?
Yeah, I think
Caleb loves it.
I'm pretty sure the last time we gave them to them, they had like it was like their first day being in this paddock, so they were more interested in the grass and the flowers. And Caleb would eat like half of it.
Caleb, you had a lot already.
Zeke.
Oh, little man, spit it out. One more. Here, Caleb, one more.
Zeke wants it now. Oh, hi, chicken.
They moved some more dirt around for you.
Sure it is.
So that rock that used to be right where that Kubota is, I'll have to go over and show them how big it is. That thing's a monster.
Yeah, it's huge. Dad, you have a chicken friend behind you.
You gonna come and get some pig food?
You want a spot?
He's like, nah, I don't want to go see the pig. What are you guys doing? Gina should give you the pea pods first. If I give you the grain, you're not gonna touch them.
Pluto.
Pluto. Right on them.
Yeah.
You enjoying those pea pods? Here, I'll top them off with some grain. There you go. That's crazy.
Yeah.
We sure do know how to grow the rocks around here at Lumnah Acres. You ladies gonna come with me? We're gonna give you some more grain. Ladies, want some more grain? Give it to you right here in the shade. There you go. We're waiting for you. Come on. There you go. Stay in there this time. Thank you. Can you reach over here?
Watch out.
I figured they'd come out for a few minutes.
Watch out.
Alright, I gotta move the chicken coop forward a bit. Because at night while they're sleeping in here, they're pooing. So this area is going to be really concentrated with chicken poo. Look at all that good fertilizer. Well, we won't be cooking out on the grill tonight. Decided to start raining again. I'm gonna preheat the cast iron skillet. Get that warming up. Can't wait till we're getting our own peppers out of the greenhouse.
Soon. They're getting big.
Listen to that rain. So relaxing.
I was gonna say, it makes me feel like I need a nap.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna need a nap before dinner. Can you do it without crying?
Usually, but now you've said that. If I start crying, you're doing it next time.
Oh yeah.
More?
One more. That's perfect. Listen to that.
Holy smokes. It's too much rain. Slow down, not so fast.
Get our onions and peppers sauteing.
Yeah.
Do those onions and peppers smell good to you?
Tell what the problem is.
You don't like the rain. It's too loud for you, huh? Man, that's some loud thunder. And here comes the rain again. I'm gonna add our meat in that's been sitting in the marinade. Looks and smells delicious. Well, I guess we're eating in the dark because there goes the power.
I was surprised that already happened.
Yeah, I know,
Right.
me too.
Well, we ended up getting over 1.25 inches of rain today. We got just about 1 inch of rain in less than a half an hour. So power ended up coming back on. It was off for about 1.5 hours, and when we went out to lock up the animals, we had seen how much of our driveway and road got washed away. It's kind of crazy how powerful rain is when it comes down that fast. We'll have to show you some of the damage in tomorrow's video. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey with us, guys. You're a true blessing to us in our homestead, and we'll see you right back here in the next video at Lumnah Acres.